Hey everyone, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be reviewing Dreadbear out of the Five Nights at Freddy's Curse of Dreadbear Funko line. So, before I even get him out of the packaging, I really just am hoping, because I haven't bought like any of the FNAF 6 line, like the Pizzeria Simulator, because out of my entire FNAF 1 line, only Golden Freddy and Chica are good. Even Springtrap, like, look at, like, here, let me get it close to the camera. It's cracked. Like, they just crack way too easily. I can't get this on. Like, it just goes over it and then drops. So my Springtrap is broken. I need to use, like, glue to get his arm to stick on. Foxy, like, the back of his leg here kind of came off. Here, I'm trying to focus in on there. Yeah, as you can see it, like, so the leg doesn't still go on anymore. So I just kind of stopped getting them after, I mean, the Sister Location line was good. Entered completely, all of his joints are cracked and broken. I only got one. I got my first figure out of this line, or out of all the FNAF stuff, focus in, please, thank you, was Nightmare Bonnie. So he'll be on the size comparisons today. But I just wanted to get that out of the way before I began. I really hope they improved on their joints because, yeah, that they aren't very good. But from what I can see on the packaging, they did. So, speaking of, let's get on to the packaging. So, right away, of course, big window here. You can see Dreadbear. I can already see, like, a couple paint, like, splotches or paint where they're not supposed to be, but I'll get to that when I review the actual figure. The background looks nice. It's like a graveyard. Pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns in the background. Got his name right here, Dreadbear, with a warning, little pumpkin design wood. Then on the back, instead of being more graveyard, they actually have it so it's like wood. And I think this looks pretty nice. It has like the Chica jack-o'-lantern here. Oh, oops, move my camera. It's got this thing here. I think it's supposed to be some weird Foxy because of the way the eye is. It looks like an eye patch. But yeah, so we got Dreadbear on the back. He's the one we're reviewing today. Jack-o'-Bonnie. I won't promise a review on him. Like, Jack-o'-Bonnie and Grim Foxy are the two I'm not going to promise a review on. I'm going to try and get them, but they aren't urgent because something I noticed, I saw someone else review these, and just their torso, if you can see on the packaging, if you notice there isn't really any black on the packaging or anything, or on the packaging, black on the torso or anything. It's transparent, but then when you get to the arms and the legs, it's solid and not transparent. So I don't know, I just don't think that was a very good design choice. I would have honestly preferred all solid, but even transparent, all transparent. So anyways, and I get Glitch Trap next week, Friday, hopefully. That's his date that he's supposed to get here. Maybe he'll come early. You never know. But, yeah, you got more jack-o'-lanterns, as I said. Collect them all. Some non-important stuff down there, just about, like, I guess it's important. Copyright, branding, whatever. Curse of Dreadbear logo, Five Nights at Freddy's logo. And, yeah. So, not much to say about the packaging. Let's get into the video and crack this thing open. And here we have him out of the packaging. He's way smaller than his box, obviously. So I had to zoom in a little bit. But here he is. So out of the packaging, he's looking great. I immediately noticed the joints look different. If you look on Golden Freddy here, right there, rounded joints. He has more squared off joints if you look like at the shoulder there. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I think that'll probably be a little better on the joints there. Like, they're a little more, you know, I don't know. I feel like they're just going to be a little more stable. Even the plastic looks like it might be a little thicker than, yeah, for sure, thicker than normal. So they've improved on the joints, hopefully. I'm hoping my Dreadbear isn't going to fall apart. So, taking him out of the box, too. I forgot to cut the little wire at the legs here, so this leg came off, like the bottom leg, and I put it back in, and it felt way different putting the joints on. Like, it felt better, sturdier, whatever. I don't know, just the joints feel different, and I'm happy about that, and I'm hoping it's gonna stay that way, like, or it's gonna stay how it is right now, not cracked, not broken, not like anything like that. But also, let's see here, something I thought was cool is, well, as again, the guy I watched review this before me, they did really good. Funko did really good on them. I can't see, like, I haven't seen Dreadbear all that much, but I mean, Markiplier, Eddie VR, whatever, he looks great. I'm hoping to get Curse of Dreadbear on my Oculus so I can see him myself. But looks pretty much just like Dreadbear, you know. He's even got his little brain seam right there, so he can open up his brain or his head and get to his brain and code him to be whatever. His endoskeleton, something I thought was cool, looks like if you go down to the pelvis area, or like the groin, I guess, it kind of like has this here in the side. Then on the underside, it's like the little endoskeleton, like the legs break off, or not break off, but, you know, kind of split, and it kind of looks like an endoskeleton, I guess is what I'm trying to say. For the hand mold, I'm looking at my Nightmare Bonnie as if they'd have remolded his hands off of that, which they didn't. I think these are new. I mean, I don't have any newer figures, but they look new. I mean, you know, the hands look nice. I love the little sharp claws on the bottom. Withering looks good. One thing I did notice about the teeth, I have a couple, like, the paint towards the bottom of the teeth is pretty bad, even like the black and some more like teal, turquoise, whatever. It's kind of bleeding onto the teeth, but I mean, not that bad. The teeth look great. He looks creepy, like really creepy. You can see like his white eyes and the like indents in there, his little Frankenstein rods on the side. Yeah, his stitching looks really good. I'm excited to get the glitch trap and see what his stitching looks like, but this guy, his stitching looks great. So let's back him up so you can see him a little better. Yeah, so even like the like legs look great, arms look great, head looks great. It all looks great, honestly. Even like the bow tie is like kind of off-centered, you know, off to the side. So I think he's a great figure, articulation-wise. His arms go all the way around. Well, they go forward this far. As I said, all the way around. They go out this far. His elbow bends in this far. Let's get him like that. His elbow bends in this far, back this far, like that. His arms come down to his sides about this far. His leg goes forward this much. Backwards, not very far. His knee bends in that far backwards, this far forwards. Does he have articulation here? He does not. I don't want to break him. I don't think he has like any swiveling here, although it looked like he might. Who knows, maybe he does and I'm wrong. His head can go all the way around like that. So, yeah, and I guess that's pretty much it for his articulation. So, Five Nights at Freddy's figures, they don't really have accessories or anything much, and they're pretty basic, you know. The figure looks good, the weathering looks good, you know. It kind of has, like, the way they did the, like, withering, not weathering, although he does look pretty beat up with all the kind of, like, dirty, you know, because they got all the black wash or whatever they call it. I don't know, I'm not a figure expert. But whatever they call it on there, the black paint kind of on top of the cyan, like it's mainly cyan. That I'm like really going over. It has a small amount of black. I think that's what they call it, a wash. So if you look closely here, don't even have to look closely. Even out here, you can just see it. Like he kind of looks dirty, which is good. So yeah, he looks great. Now for size comparisons, let's have him next to Golden Freddy. being I can't do Freddy Fazbear. There's pretty much just a repaint of Golden Freddy. And let's do Chica. So those are the last two remaining of my Series 1 that are still good. Chica's arm's becoming a little loose, but I don't mind that too much, I guess, because it's not, like, too bad. I say as I, like, try and move it forward and it breaks off. Yeah, it's getting a little bad. So I guess I have to push in a little harder. But it's not cracking or anything yet. So, like Freddy's shoulder here cracked off. So, but there's Chica and there's Golden Freddy. Let's put them over next to their fallen Springtrap comrade. Let's do Circus Baby and Funtime Freddy. So I have Ballora and Funtime Foxy in my room. Ooh. Circus Baby's shorter, and it looks like Funtime Freddy's taller. So, here. So look at that. I figured they'd all the Freddys would be kind of the same. Apparently not. Let's get these out of there. And then, last but not least, I'm going to do my newest figure next to my oldest figure, the first one I got, which was Nightmare Bonnie. And I probably should have figured that the joints, well no, because the sister location is newer than FNAF 4, but his joints have been holding out really well. Not even a crack. So, probably one of my favorite figures in the Five Nights at Freddy's line, although I do want the rest of the Nightmares, specifically Freddy, Foxy, I want all of them, okay? I want all of them. I was just about to list out the rest. I specifically want the rest of Series 4, or whatever, Series 3, whichever one he was in. But yeah, so that's Bonnie, Nightmare Bonnie, next to Dreadbear. And I figured to keep the size comparisons going, being I have so little compared to last episode, I guess it's just review videos, I'm going to compare his size to Bendy here, and Boris. And I think they go along pretty well. So I think they're pretty good scale, so if you wanted to display your FNAF and your Datum merge together, I guess there you go. Don't mind the red on Boris. That's on Golden Freddy as well on his arm, and a few other of my figures. Because in the bin that I have them in, a mystery plastic, I'm not sure what it was, a mystery figure had red on it, and the plastic melted, and it got on a bunch of my figures. So I guess Golden Freddy's been spring locked, and Boris did something truly horrendous. But here he is next to Sans for some reason. I figured I'd show him off next to a Sans 3D printed thing I got off of Etsy or whatever. And some old Foot Ninja Turtle thing I had. I like to use these together, like, you know, whenever I have them out. Like, I just noticed that their scale is somewhat similar because they're a really tricky scale, the FNAF figures. Like, Marvel Legends don't go well with them. Like, you know, even, like, none of my Marvel figures, like, too tall, whatever. Not like FNAF and Marvel are the same, but it's just something I noticed. Because I have, like, 2 different scales of Marvel. I have, like, tons of different scales of figures. Black Series, Star Wars, whatever. And these are really just the only one, like, just the Bendy figures. And I do have Sammy Lawrence, I couldn't find him. But Bendy figures and this guy. And then I guess Sans looks okay next to him. You know, there's Sans again. So, yeah, there he is. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. If you made it this far, then thank you for watching the whole thing. So make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell because I buy my own figures, meaning, and I get them off of Amazon, so meaning not only do they come slow, they come slowly, if that makes sense. Anyways, so make sure to hit the notification bell so that way I can, or you can, be notified when I upload again. And yeah, so sorry about the late review on these guys. Again, I get them off of Amazon, and apparently there's some backup on like a ton of packages and stuff. They come slowly now because there's not enough people working to get everything loaded off the ships that bring it, or like bring the stuff, you know, our packages or whatever. So yeah, they're gonna get here a little slower than usual. So yeah, I guess just make sure to subscribe and like and all of the above. And I'll see you guys in the next one.